Hello, moguls. My name is Marlo. Now, we all know 2020 was a kind of a crazy year. It brought to light many issues in America, and people generally had a short fuse. Case in point, in Pennsylvania, a dispute over snow blowing in a neighbor's yard resulted in a shooting and left 3 dead.
For snow blowing in somebody's yard?
Yes. During that argument, if they had said something like, I'll just contact my attorney, that probably would have diffused the situation. But we all know everybody doesn't have an attorney on standby or speed dial. So I bring you LSI, Legal Stream Interaction. The LSI app is a platform that streams situations directly to your attorney. And the attorney can interject during the live feed, depending on the subscription-based tier you have, and it could potentially save lives by consulting the rights to the citizen. Now, this protects the integrity of all parties, as well as protects the citizen, protects the law enforcement, and protects everyone in all parties.
Believe it or not, I have been through exactly what you're talking about. A neighbor was threatening people that were working in my yard with a gun. So I called the police, and I was on the phone with a witness. I told the policeman while I was on the phone, this guy is threatening my workman with a gun. You know what his answer was to me? Get a gun. That came out of a cop, get a gun, okay?
I'm just thinking of a mother of a young black boy, right? There's so many conditions under which I have to instruct him in terms of driving.
Yes.
I'd be extremely concerned for him to, I'd be happy, one, to know that he had a resource. So it's kind of this double, but I'd be concerned for him to pick up a phone and call, because he's now instructed, hold the wheel, look straight forward, your license is on. The type of car that I bought from him can't be too flashy, pare it down, keep it simple. So just to have your thought process, because driving while black and male is a real thing.
It is. And you know, my son, he's in law school at Marquette right now, and I told him the same things. And I asked him about it, is this feasible? And he said yes.
David? I think you're an attorney. Do you have any comments on this?
That's what I'm waiting for. David.
In all seriousness, being an attorney for 38 years, if you think you're going to reach somebody in that split second or that 15 or 30 second period, you're not. And then if you think somebody is going to allow you to make that call, understand you're not under arrest. You could go into that for a long period of time, but you're not necessarily under arrest, so that becomes a little problematic. And then probably the funny punchline for you is, you know, when you bring an attorney or something like that into the situation, it always doesn't make the situation better. Sometimes it escalates the situation, or your goals are world class. It's exactly what you want to do. You don't want someone or somebody to get what they don't deserve and shouldn't be in the middle of, but we have to be very careful not to escalate or make the situation worse than it is. So that's the challenge.
That is a challenge.
And it's a big challenge.
Marlo, from your perspective, what do you need from the moguls?
Some guidance, basically, because this is a big ordeal. I just started out working the provisional patents on the intellectual property part, but then contacts also.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me.